Forgive me, darling, but I must condemn you to an eternity of oblivion. After night will come day, after winter, spring. But the truth will remain unchanged. A man is a predictable, short-lived creature, and therefore a weak one. Certainly you can come up with many excuses to justify what you're about to do, whether it's jealousy, boredom, or arrogance. Whatever pushes you to take the decisive step, from this very moment, you will never be free of fear. You might think that this path is the easiest one to take, but I'm all too familiar with darkness, so trust me when I say that in time it will pull you in so deep you'll have no other choice but to drown. You have made your decision, and you will pay for it. Now, only time will tell if it's already too late for you, Vincent. The question is, what happens next? This is exactly what makes men so weak. In their fleeting vanity, they always seem to fight the wrong demons. Tell me, is this all just a game to you, a source of amusement? Or have you perhaps chosen this path out of necessity? How interesting. Whatever it is you seek, I hope it was worth it, assuming you even had a purpose to begin with. Oh, darling, your thoughts are yet unfledged, but then so are you. Before we finally begin, let me ask you this. If you were given a choice between facing reality with all its hardships and being trapped in a pleasant, everlasting dream, what would you do? Well, then so it shall be.
Come on. What the? What did she do to me? Am I dead? This doesn't exactly look like purgatory. Where the hell am I? Am I officially Indiana Jones now? Probably doesn't work. I think I saw something moving there. Probably just a cat, right? That's my lockpicks.
Is anyone there?
Hello?
Thank goodness. I thought I would die here. Can you let me out of this bloody thing?
Yeah, but it won't open without a key.
Oh, that's just marvelous. This cuckoo bastard really meant it when he said he wanted to get rid of me. Can you get the key from him, pretty please? He should be somewhere near, working on this blasted machine of his.
I don't get any of it. Where am I? And what's going on?
You are new here, right? I have all the answers you need, and more importantly, I know how to get out of here. But you'll have to let me out first.
Fine, I'll get you out.
Yes, thank you. This lunatic should be somewhere around here. You'll easily recognize him. Look for a huge machine made out of junk, but be careful. He's nuts.
How long has he been there?
I'm still here.
I'll get going. Is he really planning to fly this thing? Well, more power to him. That smell is overwhelming. That guy definitely reminds me of someone. Does this guy follow the 3 laws of robotics? Something tells me he doesn't. Looks like something out of a Slavic fairy tale. The hut on chicken legs, was it? Do you have a moment?
Who are you? I've never seen you before. Did you come from the sky? Did our goddess finally recognize my talent?
I don't think so. I just want the key that opens that cabinet. Can you give it to me?
Then don't waste my precious time! I need to finish the helicopter as soon as possible. But I can't find the rudder.
If I find you a rudder, will you give me the key?
I'll think about it. I really need this rudder, though.
I have some questions. Who's this goddess you were talking about?
Are you mad? How can one not know Almighty Goddess? The one who created this world. Listen up, you nitwit. I shall tell you the truth that nobody else has the guts to accept. Our madam created this world to test our resolve and choose the most worthy of us to stay by her side and roam the earth for eternity. You'll hear people calling her the witch, but that just proves their narrow-mindedness.
Why are you building a helicopter?
Rumor has it, our madam lives in a castle in the skies above. And that's exactly where I'm going to fly after my helicopter is finished. Once I prove myself worthy of her time, I shall become her obedient servant. Do you have any idea how noble my cause is? Oh, of course you don't. You're just an uneducated brat. Now get lost.
I'll get going.
Off you go.
She couldn't have been an actual witch, right? Maybe she dosed me with some weird stuff, and this is all just a hallucination. At this point, I sure hope it is. Hey, robot.
Hey, robot.
I'm not a robot. You are.
I'm not a robot. You are.
Okay. Now I get it.
Okay. Now you get it.
I wouldn't risk going inside.
I'm still here.
I'll get going. That's the rudder that weirdo needs for his helicopter. Now I need to figure out how to take it away from this creepy bird.
Did you just call me creepy?
Excuse me?
What's with that look on your face? Scared much?
Am I really talking to a bird right now?
How rude. First of all, I am not just a bird, I am a raven, a proud and clever creature from the Corvidae family. So show some respect. It is not my true form, of course, but I lost my human image a long time ago.
Okay, I guess I am talking to birds now. I need this rudder that you're holding.
Why do you need it? Oh, you're going to give it back to that uncultured fanatic, aren't you? I won't give it to you.
Why don't you want to give the rudder to that crazy guy?
He called my poetry superficial and pretentious. Can you imagine that? This is what he gets for butchering my art. You better tell him that.
Are you sure you can't give me the rudder?
Did I stutter? You're not getting it unless
What?
unless you bring me something French which smells funny.
That's weirdly specific.
An artist's desires may be rather unconventional.
Fine, I'll think of something.
Yes?
Am I going insane?
Aren't we all insane in some way? I'm not sure what's wrong with you per se, but if she sent you here, there must have been a reason.
What do you mean? It's not your true form.
I see you're new here. This world slowly changes everyone who ends up here, one way or another. It brings out your true nature. I guess I can be considered lucky, as I've seen people turning into horrible creatures or ending up disfigured for eternity.
Farewell.
Goodbye. Yes?
Farewell.
Goodbye.
I wonder who wore this shoe. Just kidding, I don't care. Just a huge talking bird. Nothing extra. A bad omen. Not that I'm superstitious, but still. I'd look stupid in that, for sure. Or...
Hey! Don't touch my food! You tried to steal my cheese! That's unacceptable!
I'm sorry, I didn't know it was yours. Can I please take it?
Oh, he's sorry! You were going to let me starve! Why would you need it anyway?
I need it to get the rudder for your helicopter.
Really? Am I supposed to believe that?
There's a huge bird nearby who has the rudder. I need the cheese so that I can distract it.
I won't give my cheese to that shitty self-proclaimed poet! He can eat dirt!
I'm still here.
Hey, can you help me with something?
Does it involve getting me out of captivity?
Yes, actually. I need you to make some noise to distract that crazy guy so I can steal his cheese.
I don't see how stealing his cheese has anything to do with my escape, but I guess I have no other choice but to trust you. Have you tried talking to him first?
I have, and that didn't go well.
Fine. Then I'll have to use my impeccable charm.
Shut up, you talentless rascal! I can't work if you keep screaming like that!
Darling, you shouldn't lock me up right next.
Yes? Are you trying to bribe me with food?
I'm not sure it's French, but it definitely smells like it.
Fair enough. You know how to convince a starving artist. I'll give you that. Here, take the rudder.
Thank you.
But before you go, you must absolutely hear my new poem.
Okay.
By the road so blue yet homely, haunted by dark witches only, where reigns Beatrice at night, on a blooded throne sits tight. I have roamed this absurd land, touched by fire, your lonely friend. It's not finished yet, so I'd appreciate a second opinion.
It's beautiful. And I mean it.
Finally, I knew you were a man of culture. I wish you luck on your journey, my friend.
What do you want?
Is that what you need?
Yes, exactly. But how did you get it? I couldn't find it anywhere.
I got it from a huge talking raven who hates your guts.
Whatever. The most important thing is that now I can finally finish my helicopter. I never thought I'd say it, but I'm very grateful. What can I do for you in return?
Give me the key from that cabinet, and we're even.
Fine, you can have it. Just please be careful with that charlatan.
I certainly will. Good luck.
Free at last. Nice to see that I was saved by a handsome young man. Together we will be invincible. By the way, I'm Nikolai, but you can call me Nick. And you are?
Vincent.
All right, Vincent. Shall we start?
Start what?
Our journey to escape this place, obviously. Let's go somewhere nicer and I'll answer all your questions. I'm sure you have plenty.
Sure. Lead the way. How convenient. I hope he didn't need that. How convenient. I hope he didn't need that. Maybe this cable car will get me out of this junkyard. Who puts a station in the middle of a junkyard? What did the robber say to the clock? Hands up. Very minimalistic. I like that. Colors are overrated anyway. Let's get out of here. This will hold my weight, right? Should have done keto after all. Now, will you tell me what's going on?
I'll try to keep it short. You did something to upset Beatrice, didn't you? Well, the thing is that she's an ancient and powerful witch. So she sent you here, to a place where she throws away stuff she doesn't need or people she can't stand. It exists in some kind of a weird loophole or whatever, so nobody can get in or get out of here themselves. Also, time works differently here, so nobody ever dies. At least not physically, if you know what I mean.
So, people don't age here.
It's just your soul that gets wrinkled, not your face.
That's not too bad. What happened?
Oh, it happens all the time. What do you think this bucket of rocks is here for? The thing is, this place brings out the worst in people, and when they give in to their vices, which we all have plenty of, they begin to transform in different ways.
Yeah, I already talked to a bird. Is this why you have ghost legs?
Bingo! Some of us get used to the changes, but I don't fancy becoming an actual ghost at all. And the worst part is that you can't predict these things. It just happens, or doesn't. Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? Because I haven't. Isn't that weird? Maybe they're sacrificing them to some pigeon god. But then, why haven't they all died out? Questions, questions. What did you do to piss off Beatrice?
I tried to steal some fancy necklace from her. Thought she was just a lonely crone with a fortune, not an actual witch.
Why would you do that?
I'm a thief. That's what I do.
Well, you better not steal anything here. Don't forget what I told you about this world bringing out the worst in people.
This is ridiculous.
Come on, these are just sheep.
How rude. Let's go, Philip.
You were saying something about getting out of here.
Oh, right. I already told you that nobody can get in or get out of here themselves. But there is, in fact, a way to summon Beatrice and graciously ask her to let us both out.
Keep talking.
A long time ago, Beatrice left a spell to the first inhabitants of this world, which allowed them to summon her. But humans are greedy bastards, so everybody wanted to have it for themselves. In the end, they tore it into pieces, and each of them took one. Everyone thinks it's just a legend. But I know the spell exists. We just need to get all 7 pieces. That's funny. I could have crossed this ravine without the cable car. I keep forgetting that I can fly, you know?
No, I don't. Alright, so what's the catch?
There's no catch. You see, I'm not very well liked here for a completely unknown reason, given my charming nature. Also, my semi-ghost situation keeps getting worse. That's why I need your help. Are you in?
I'm in.
I knew you were the one to get me out of here.
Oh, and one more thing. Does this place have a name or something?
Ah, sure. It's called Whateverland.
Whatever what?
Whateverland!
I'm way too scared of these things. If anyone asks, it's a pass for me. Did he just...
Yeah, he did.
We should help him.
Sure. Why not? His shack is right under the bridge. Ah, my dear Francois, when are you going to give up trying?
I still can't believe he jumped like it was nothing. Go down. Thanks for the tip. Go right. I'd never get. I get sad just looking at him.
Hello.
I just saw you jump from that bridge.
So?
I mean, you're alive.
Oh, you're new here, right? No one can die in Whateverland. Sadly.
Really?
I already told you nobody can die here. Were you even listening?
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that. It's just not every day that people jump off bridges right in front of me.
Don't worry. You'll get used to it.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Actually, Nick has a point. After a couple 100 years, you get used to the craziest things. A failed suicide will seem trivial soon enough.
So, are you okay?
Is anyone? Wait, don't answer. Sorry. I don't know why I said that. Sounded way better in my head. I always say stupid things like that. Anyway, it depends on what you mean by okay. Physically, I'm more than okay, which honestly sucks. And if you're asking about my mental state, I don't think I was ever okay to begin with. Some people just aren't made for happiness, I suppose.
Have you tried to stop feeling sorry for yourself and just be happy with what you have?
I see. If you knew what I was talking about, you wouldn't be so ignorant. Sorry, but I'm not going to try to prove anything to you right now. I've given that up long ago. I'm sorry. I'd like to be alone if you don't mind.
Sure. Take care. For some reason, looking at fire always made me nervous. Was he poisoning the rats, or... A rifle on the wall. Let's hope it never goes off on its own.
Does that really happen?
I don't know. Just thinking out loud.
Oh, okay. I should probably get used to it.
Someone has a nice taste in books. This is how you become a champion. Was there a parrot? Or a canary? Or maybe even a goldfinch? Was he poisoning the rats, or... An empty sketchbook. Someone's run out of ideas. Is that a dead fish with a butterfly tattoo?
Yes, it is.
Well, now we know where the lower back of a fish is.
Vincent.
That was a joke. I'm not sure I want to look at myself right now.
Nick, there you are. I haven't seen you in weeks.
Did you miss me?
You wish. Who's that with you?
This is Vincent. He just got here, so don't mind this whole lost puppy look. Vincent, meet Fida, the owner of this place and the most charming lady in Whateverland.
Charmed. I'm sure I don't look like a lost puppy, Nick.
You do, actually. But not like a sad, beaten dog. At least your face doesn't make me want to adopt you.
Right, but I quite like this low-key, angry puppy look. You could say I already adopted him.
No, you didn't. I'm not a dog.
Yet.
If you don't mind, I'll leave you to discuss your relationship alone. I have other customers, the ones that actually pay. Don't think I forgot that you owe me, Nick.
But they're not your favorites, are they? Vincent, let's get to the table, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Lucky you.
What are these things?
Meet the Bukashes. A long time ago, they built this fancy prison for us. But we're friends now.
All right, but why are they on my table?
They've chosen you.
Have chosen me.
You heard me. They are your team now. Judging by the look on your face, you're not a teamwork kind of guy, but don't fret. They're professionals.
Professionals at what?
At playing Bell and Bones, obviously. You could say that it's a game we play here, but it's not just a game. It's an essential part of any Whateverlander's daily existence. Here, let me show you. By the way, here's the city map. You certainly need it more than I do.
But how are we going to find the pieces of that spell you mentioned?
Easy! There are 7 pieces total. So, we need to convince 7, or rather 8 people to give their piece to us. That's it.
And you know who these people are?
Vincent, who do you think I am? I wouldn't have asked for your help if I didn't know where to look. Let's see. We have Van, the twins, Umaru-san, Alan, Oswald, Lewis, and of course, Ernest. I marked the places where they usually hang out on your map.
What can you tell me about Van?
Oh, he's a handful. A bored Russian aristocrat who is so lazy that he cannot even scratch his noble nose. I'm sure you will love him.
Oh, definitely. So who are the twins exactly?
Lily and Rose are a weird duo. One is an engineer, the other's an actress. They really despise each other. And it's not clear which sister envies the other one more. I'm sure we'll have so much fun with that one.
Not 1 but 2 crazy sisters? Sign me up. Tell me more about this Umaru-san.
She's a mysterious one, I can tell you that. Always wears a mask that covers her mouth. Not sure if she's afraid to catch some kind of virus or just hiding something underneath. Maybe we'll find out.
I hope not. What about Ellen?
Ellen is the host of the local radio station. Nobody knows her very closely, but we definitely need to be extra careful with her.
Why?
She never leaves her studio, but somehow knows everything about all Whateverlanders.
Cool, but creepy.
Exactly.
What do you have on Oswald?
Not much, apart from the fact that he breeds rabbits. I don't know how and why he does it, but there's that.
Do you know anything about Lewis?
Well, he's a jazz musician, and the ladies love him. I'm not sure if I admire the guy or hate him for it. Probably both.
Is there something I need to know about Ernest?
Unfortunately, yes. He's going to be the toughest cookie to crack.
What's so special about him?
Ernest is the ultimate Bell and Bones champion. I don't know if he's really that good or just a crook, but during his time here, he has become very powerful. Think mob boss or a dictator. That's the kind of guy he is.
Can't wait to meet him. Can you tell me more about Fida?
Well, she's stunning, but I'm sure you noticed that already. She also makes a very mean margarita. Very mean. Other than that, you should ask her yourself. She doesn't bite most days.
Do you come here often?
Often? I practically live here. It's the best place to write, you know. All those miserable people drinking themselves into oblivion. So tragic, yet so beautiful. I draw so much inspiration from human anguish.
All this drama when you could just have a drink.
That's the difference between you and me, Vincent. I live and breathe drama, and you just want to be left alone with a glass in your hand. To each their own.
All right, let's get going.
Ready when you are.
Aren't they too old for places like this? I'll just assume it's red wine. Oh, I love those. I suck at cards. Guess I'll get lucky in love then. Or Bell and Bones. Works fine for me. That's not the canteen you're used to, huh? Should I tell him? Nah. It's impressive how well she's adapted here.
Ah, yes, Fida is amazing.
Do you need anything?
So, what did you do to Beatrice?
Me? Nothing at all. We only met briefly, but she seemed very nice to me.
Then why are you here?
Because I needed to escape. I called, and she answered.
What were you escaping?
A life where opening a bar like this was impossible for someone like me. A life full of fear and submission. I hope this answers your question.
How well do you know Nick?
Quite well. He can be very annoying, but I know he has a good heart. So, you better be good to him, or I'll make a kebab out of you.
Don't worry, he's in good hands.
Good. If he ever gets on your nerves, just ignore him. Works like a charm. Besides, I don't think you'd make a good kebab. Too skinny.
You two realize that I can hear you, right? And I am not annoying. I hate you both.
Goodbye.
Do you need anything?
Goodbye. I should write everything down so I don't forget something important. So these are the Bell and Bones champs, and I have to defeat them all. Wonderful. Is it weird keeping Nick's picture in here? A face tattoo? Bold.
Hello, dear boys. Care to join me for a cup of chamomile tea?
No, thank you. I'm here to ask you something.
All right, Sugar Plum. What do you need, then?
I want to challenge you to a Bell and Bones match.
Oh, honey, that's very sweet of you. But you're simply not good enough. Come back when you beat all the others.
Goodbye.
Bye, honey.
Who's the cutest rabbit? So many cushions.
What's the matter? You want to lie down?
No, it's just... forget it. Whateverland radio. I wonder, how does the whole thing with waves work here?
What waves? I see no waves.
I mean the radio waves, dumbass.
The radio has waves?
Do you not know how radio signal works?
Why, with magic, obviously. And I refuse to believe anything else.
Oh, God. I'll explain it to you later. I'll find use for you. A heart graffiti. Trivial, but cute. This cat looks sad.
Maybe it just needs a break.
And here I thought neon was out of fashion. This looks ancient and dangerous.
Hello? Is that you?
It's Vincent, the new guy. I need to talk to you.
Vincent, the new guy? I think I heard about you. What do you want then?
I just want to talk. That's all.
Yeah, I don't think I can let you in.
Ellen, right? Listen, there's something important I need to talk to you about, but you have to let me in.
All right, Vincent. Let's hear what you have to say.
I haven't seen a TV this old in years.
Then I must seem ancient to you.
Well, you are.
Shh. Don't ruin it for me.
What's the point of vinyl if it's just hanging on the wall? There's something scary about her.
Maybe it's the bunny slippers. Those are spooky.
Before you say anything else, please tell me you're an expert at fixing radio towers.
Sorry to disappoint, but no, I'm not.
That means I'm totally, irrevocably screwed. Whatever. I'm Ellen Ein, the proud host of the only radio station here in Whateverland.
Charmed.
Well, of course you are. Before you start talking about why you're here and all that, I have a question to ask.
What is it?
Can I call you Vinny?
You absolutely cannot.
Sad, but expected.
Can I?
Don't you dare.
Oh, okay. Vinny. Totally worth it.
Oh, definitely.
I'm looking for the pieces of the spell that summons Beatrice. Nick mentioned you had one of those.
And he's totally right, I do. It's just, I don't get why would anyone want to summon that old hag. The only good thing that she ever gave us were the book ashes. These guys are cute, but that's it. Other than that, she's completely useless.
We want to get out of here. As simple as that.
Do you really believe she'll let you out? A pigeon is more likely to fly out of Nick's ass than for anyone to get out of Whateverland.
I'd look at that.
Hey, that would be most inconvenient.
Come on, guys, you have to be realistic. Anyway, I would love to give it to you, I really would. But desperate times call for desperate measures, so...
Let me guess. I'll have to fix the radio tower for you first, right?
Bingo! Don't get me wrong, I really don't want to take advantage of the situation. But that's how it works in Whateverland. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Fine, I'll look at it. But let's skip the scratching part.
Brilliant. I knew you wouldn't abandon a woman in need of some brute force. Or whatever it is that can fix that thing.
What happened to the radio tower?
Do I look like I know? It's not working, that's all I can say for sure. And no one has seen Harold since he banished himself to the junkyard. I can't believe anyone would ever want to go back there.
Yeah, it's pretty grim.
I know, right? When I first got here, it was nothing but a cold, dark wasteland. No way I'm ever going back there. Besides, he's supposed to help me with the tower, not play with that useless half-rotten toy.
Come on, leave a man his hobbies.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
So, what's your story?
Oh, you won't ever believe it, so... Wait, are you trying to sniff out some info so you can blackmail me or use that knowledge for any other selfish purpose, which, just so you know, I totally get, but don't want to give anyone the advantage?
I don't think so, no.
Promise?
Of course.
Swear on your mother's grave?
How do you know she's... Whatever. Yes, I swear.
Awesome. Now, where was I?
At the very beginning, I presume.
So, before I ended up here, I have been writing for this cute local website. You know, the kind where you can find out what type of sandal you are. Then, all sorts of strange things began to happen in our town. And of course, I had to investigate. After all, how else was I supposed to get promoted? Susan has always hated me. She was such a...
Ellen.
Right. So, all the cats in town suddenly disappeared. Weird, huh? And not only did they disappear, each one of them left a farewell note to their owner. A note from a cat.
Unbelievable.
Yes! Sadly, that was the most exciting part. As soon as I started making progress, Beatrice got me. Guess she wasn't happy about those little articles of mine.
She sent you here just because you were investigating her. That's a bit too harsh.
Everyone is afraid of the truth, Vincent.
Even witches?
Especially them.
Do people really listen to the radio in this place?
Does that surprise you? Most people here are lonely, and the only thing keeping them from giving into despair is listening to my beautiful voice every day for the rest of eternity. At least that's how I like to think about it.
So you're the only journalist here?
I wouldn't call it journalism. I'm more of an entertainer, you know? Sure, I talk about everything that happens in town, Bell and Bones tournaments, Eddie's poetry nights, Ernest and his crew being annoying per usual, things like that. But mostly I just talk. Now that I think of it, you could compare my job to that of a therapist. But better, obviously.
Your accent seems off.
Let me ask you something. Are you familiar with the Golden Rule?
Nope, not really.
Never question a girl's accent.
I'll look around.
Sure, just don't touch anything.
I used to dream of being a voice actor.
So, what happened?
Have you not had enough time to appreciate my emotional range?
Don't be so hard on yourself. I think you'd make a pretty good tree. Or a mountain.
It probably leads to the roof.
Do you have any idea how to fix a radio tower?
Not a single one, do you?
Nope. Wait! Alan mentioned an instruction Harold left here somewhere. I'm sure it will make our lives easier.
Or confuse us even further.
Or that.
Listen up, Missy. There is a control center below the main antenna, and that manages all the antennas in the city. The network is old and rubbish. So if one of the antennas fails, or if some idiot moves it even a tiny bit, the whole chain will be interrupted. If that happens, you'll have to restore the chain. To do that, you open the control center and carefully, and I repeat, carefully connect all the antennas so that they form a chain that begins and ends at the radio tower. Just remember that the signals must not cross. Ever. And if one of the antennas fails completely and you can't even get access to it, which is entirely possible, knowing our fellow Whateverlanders, well, that means one thing. You're screwed. Until I'm back, of course. Oh, and by the way, I finished the safe you asked for. The one that looks like a fake oscilloscope. Remember? I painted it yellow, so you don't confuse it with a regular one. Anyway, I've got to finish this up and head to the junkyard. Good luck, Missy.
Stay with me or leave me be, leaving all behind. Never found I died or lost my name with which to play. Feeling so alone, lying alone now. Hold my hand until the end.
This is supposed to help us fix the tower. This isn't working. Someone obviously misses sunlight. Here you are. Someone obviously misses sunlight. Looks cozy. Maybe I could build one for myself, too.
Thinking of putting down roots here?
No, I've just always dreamed of a house and a tree. The transmission tower works too. It's so weird seeing a child here. Do you know where I can find Hilda von Elbuck?
Well, duh, that's me. And just call me Hilda. By the way, that name makes me want to puke. Do you want something?
Is that a satellite dish turned into a giant lamp?
Genius, isn't it? There are no sunny days here in Whateverland, and I love the sun, even if it gives me those nasty freckles. Ew.
You know a lamp is not the same as the sun, right?
No, I'm clearly that stupid. Thanks for enlightening me. Pun intended.
I need to fix the radio tower, but that means giving up your sunlight.
So you think I'm going to sacrifice my brilliant invention for you to fix the radio tower? Think again. Besides, I'm still not over Ellen giving me that horrible haircut. I had to wear a hat for months.
How about a game of Bell and Bones? If I win, you fix the satellite.
All right, old man, but I'll make sure you don't win. Oh, you just got lucky, that's all.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
What kind of name is Von Elbuck? Sounds fancy.
A name that gives you status and freedom if you're a boy, and a lot of stupid limitations if you're a girl. It's a shitty name, but it has no power over me. Not anymore.
I guess sometimes being a noble can be a real burden.
The Von Elbacks are not the worst family to be born into, but it was always hard for me to fit in. Feeling like an outcast in your own family is something I wouldn't wish on anyone. Pardon my language, but it sucks arse.
Why are you here? I haven't seen any other kids in Whateverland.
Because I'm the only one. And I'm not a kid. I'm 14, you moron. I don't usually talk about how I ended up here. Let's just say I was willing to do anything to get away from my family. I suppose I went a little too far.
You must be lonely here.
I was lonely back there, so I'm used to it. At least here I'm free to do whatever I want.
How did you become so good at Bell and Bones?
I'm smart, that's all. However, you don't have to be a genius to be good at this game. It's pretty basic.
Do you have any professional advice?
Take good care of your book ashes. They play better when they're happy. And don't be an idiot. But that's just general life advice.
I have to go.
Bye, Oldilocks.
Yes.
You fixed it! Now I can finally get back to work. I had little hope for you, Vincent. Guess I was wrong.
Clearly you were.
And I will be forever grateful to both of you.
I think you're forgetting something.
Sure. Wait a second. Here it is. Tell Beatrice she's a bitch when you see her, okay?
I'll think about it.
Vincent, you have absolutely outdone yourself with this one. Fix the radio and beat Hilda at Bell and Bones in the meantime. And she's one of the champions, remember?
Who knows? Maybe I could become the champion around here.
Well, we might as well find out soon. Now let's drink.
How many times should I remind you that I don't drink while working?
Can't relate. Fine. Then let's go get those pieces. Because that's certainly more exciting than having a little party.
I can see why you never succeeded at escaping before.
Oh, shut up. Although, you're not wrong.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the vilest of them all? If you answer, I shall be the only one you'll want to see. But tell the truth you only must, be it through fear or mere disgust. And never shall we disagree. Oh, mirror, mirror, is it me?
I'll look around.
Sure, just don't touch anything.
Is it just me or is it hot in here?
Is it? Oh, it is, isn't it?
It is.
Or is it?
I'm not doing this right now.
Oh, Vincent, you're no fun.
I wonder if he and the couch have grown into a single entity at this point.
Oh, thank God you're finally here.
Here to do what exactly?
To fix the ventilation system, of course, and you better hurry. Can't you see I'm suffocating here?
That's definitely not why I'm here. Plus, I know nothing about ventilation systems, so...
Oh dear, have I been cursed? What did I do to deserve this never-ending suffering? Does the universe want me to drown in sweat or boil like a pig in a pan?
Can't you fix it yourself?
Are you out of your mind? These delicate hands were not made for plebeian labor. Zachary was supposed to do it, but he betrayed me in my most vulnerable moment. And it's hot in here, so very hot.
The ventilation would be fixed already if you stopped whining for a second and got your royal ass off the couch.
Have you come here just to torment me? If that's the case, then save your breath. I haven't stood up in decades, and I'm not planning to anytime soon. I'm perfectly fine where I am. But thank you for calling my ass royal. Of that I quite agree.
And who's Zachary?
He used to be my loyal servant. His family's been working for mine for generations, but he turned out to be a filthy traitor, leaving me helpless in this heat. Well, not actually leaving. He's probably in the kitchen.
Maybe he just doesn't want to be a servant anymore.
Or maybe he's just an ungrateful peasant with a destructive gambling addiction. But what do I know?
Gambling addiction?
Oh, yes, and a nasty one at that. He even lost my father's watch to some dirty fisherman. That was before we got trapped here. Zachary used to play cards then, and now he's crazy about this B&B game. Gambling should be considered a deadly sin of its own, I swear.
That sounds... serious.
Because it is. Thankfully, I hid all the valuables he hadn't got his hands on yet. I sometimes marvel at my own cleverness.
And, where did you hide it?
Nice try, young man.
Well, I had to try. How long has the ventilation been broken?
Let's see, 15, 18... It's been about 27 years. This is pure torture. Even Dante couldn't have imagined a circle of hell as dreadful as this. You know, the Divine Comedy actually said something about being stuck in a flaming tomb, guarded by the Furies. Nikolai, are you suggesting I haven't read Dante? I mean, you'd be quite right, but now that you mention furries, I'm quite curious. Perhaps I should read it if I don't drown in my own sweat sooner.
You've been suffering for 27 years and not doing anything about it. Wow, I'm actually impressed.
Why, thank you. It's never too late to stop being a functioning member of society. I can't recommend it enough.
Actually, I'm here for your piece of the spell that summons Beatrice.
What? That useless scrap of paper? I mean, that priceless document. Its value is hard to overestimate, truly. But perhaps if you fix the ventilation...
I see what you did there. Fine. I'll look into it.
Marvelous. I'll be right here in my office.
I should go.
I'll be here for now.
This clock is too fancy for this wreck of a house. Is that... No. No way. Why do I suddenly feel the urge to touch his nose? This place is... Who's the cutest rabbit? I haven't seen any vampires around. Yet. I've never seen one of these before.
It's called samovar, just so you know.
How does he style his beard like that? Ah, whatever, I can't grow one anyways.
Who the hell are you? Oh, hi, Nick.
Zachary, I haven't seen you in a while.
I never wanted to see you ever again, but whatever. And you, I've never seen before. Whatever. I don't really care who you are. What do you want?
I have to fix your ventilation system, so your master gives me his piece of the spell. Any idea how I can do that?
Just head to the attic. The vent is up there. I haven't touched it in years, so hopefully it is not rotten. Also, if you see Pipsqueak, don't freak out. Tell him I said hi. And for the record, he's not my master. Not anymore.
Got it. Let's hope it's fixable.
Could be. Could be not.
Can I ask you something?
Sure. It's not like I'm busy contemplating my life choices.
Why haven't you just fixed the vent yourself?
There's no way I'm doing anything to please that lazy fat ass ever again. Working for him for half my life is one thing, but to serve for eternity? No thanks. I should have retired years ago.
Then why are you still here?
Good question. I tried to leave many times, but this place gets lonely. Don't get me wrong, I do hate that slug, but he's the only thing I have left from my normal life. I'm used to having him around, you know? It's comforting, even when he's squealing like a pig before slaughter. There's also another reason. But I already told you enough.
How did you and Van end up in Whateverland?
Well, the story is just as dumb as Van himself. In short, he was in love with some lord's daughter. Like, really in love. Hard to believe, isn't it? And she was a real beauty, that much is true. But she was to marry some other guy, you know the drill, so Van ordered me to kill him. And I did. The end.
Did you really kill the guy?
Yes, with a teaspoon.
Oh, goodbye.
Fine, whatever. I knew you'd be back.
Care to play a round of B&B?
All right. Prepare to lose. What? I can't believe you just beat me. You were probably cheating.
I see someone as a sore loser.
Shut up. I knew you'd be back.
Care to play a round of B&B?
All right. Prepare to lose. Yes, I knew I was going to win. I knew.
Can I ask you something?
Sure. Is not.
Goodbye.
Fine. Whatever.
Having all this stuff just lying around in the corner. Classic rich people. I could use this scheme to fix the vent. Round windows are awesome. Why do they only put them in the attic? Lucky me. I never would expect Zachary to have something like this in his room. 1911. I guess they're lucky to have been sent to Whateverland. That's a lot of gas. Well, he looks like he needs it for reasons. I'm not sure I want to know what he's smoking.
Squeak, squeak.
Cut the crap. I know you can talk.
Oh, chill, man. What, do you have to be so rude?
Sorry, I'm new here.
No hard feelings, man. So, why are you here? You're not Zachary, and he's like the only one who's ever been up here.
I came to fix the ventilation. Any idea how I can do that?
All right. Yeah, I don't know if you can do that, man.
And why not?
Well, if you haven't noticed, I kinda live here, man.
So? Can't you move a little?
Well, don't you see? Oh, I've got a house, garden. What, do you think that's worth nothing, man? What, you can just show up and kick me out with all my pretty flowers and shit?
Come on, Pep. Of course I didn't mean it like that. I'm sure we can find another way.
Yeah, man. There is a way. Back when Zachary was still his old self, he was making some kind of an air vent for me. I guess it could still be in his room.
That could work. How long have you been living like that?
Like what? A free mouse, living his best life? Yeah, man, it's been a while. Wouldn't trade it for anything.
What? You don't miss your old life?
No, man, not at all. There I had nothing, but here I have everything I need. Being a mouse is a small price to pay. Plus, I'm way cuter now, so...
But you're not free. This place is not even fully real.
And you were free back in the real world. I'm not so sure about it, man.
At least I wasn't a prisoner who can't leave by their own choice.
Sure, man. Yeah, I hope that makes you feel any better about your past life. Back there, I was nothing but a burden. First to my parents, then to my girlfriend, and after that was over, even to myself. Here, I feel freer than ever before.
Zachary says hi.
Oh, man, I miss that grumpy little dude. We used to hang out up here all the time, looking at the stars, talking about life. Man, I'm getting emotional.
Why don't you do that anymore?
Because he only cares about that stupid game now. How was it? Ben and Jones, Bar and Stones, whatever, man.
Okay, now I'm sad.
I'll get going.
See you, man.
Goodness gracious, you did it, didn't you? My suffering has finally ended.
I saved the day, didn't I?
That's right, you did. Such a sweet boy. You'd make a great manservant.
I think I'll pass. What about the spell then?
Oh, yes. As a reward for saving my priceless life, I bestow upon you, mysterious stranger with nice eyebrows, this meaningless piece of paper that I have had lying around for decades. Amen.
I can't believe he actually waited all this time for someone to come and fix the vent.
Well, you have to admit, he's resilient.
True. It takes a certain kind of insanity to stay in one place for I don't even know how long. So, how about another drink?
There'll be time for that once we get out of here.
I could remind you that we have all the time in the world at our disposal, but...
I have wandered through the forest for a while. It's quite bleak, if I'm honest. Not my style. In these woods, I searched for greatness to no luck. Good thing, then, that I'm relentless. As
I knew you'd be back.
I talked to Pip up there on the roof. He misses you, Zachary.
Did he tell you anything else? About... Actually, forget it. Maybe I just need to talk to him. Maybe I'll even do it. I don't know.
What happened between you two?
None of your business, Vincent. But thanks for telling me anyway. I appreciate it. And for fixing the vent, too.
Can I ask you something?
Sure. It's not like I'm busy contemplating my life choices.
Goodbye.
Fine. What the...
Yeah, nice to see you, man.
I'll get going.
See you, man.
How can people willingly go on stage to be judged by others? I need to get in there, but how? You know what? I'd watch a movie starring that guy.
I second that.
How come the bartenders are always so good looking?
If you're looking for Lewis, he's in his lodge. That's all I'm gonna say to you. Ever.
Polite as always, I see.
Piss off, Nick.
Okay.
I hope you don't have any dumb questions for me.
Not really.
I hope you don't have any dumb questions for me.
Not really.
Excuse me, gentlemen, but I can't let you pass without an invitation.
I need to speak to Lewis. It's urgent.
Yeah, of course you do. Everybody wants something from Mr. Lewis. But no invitation means no entry.
We need to figure out a way to attract his attention.
Got any ideas?
Not really. How about we ask the band?
With arms that long, even I could play the double bass.
Trust me, you couldn't.
You have absolutely no faith in me, Nick. And here I thought Davy Jones could only come ashore once every 10 years.
Who's Davy Jones? A friend of yours?
Ah, never mind. Who needs all those bulbs? I've always found drummers to be the coolest.
Are you serious? Guitar players are so much cooler.
They're just show-offs who like to whip their hair a little too much.
Yeah, but that's the point.
No it isn't.
Let's just agree to disagree.
How can hair do that?
Welcome to our cave, stranger.
And who are you guys?
We're the Duck de l'Omelette, the best local jazz band. I'm Mo, and these are my dudes, Joe, Poe, and Lenny.
Lenny? Seriously?
Yeah, he just likes to be special, you know. Those damn drummers.
Any idea how I can get Lewis's attention?
Why?
Why, what?
Why do you want to get his attention?
I just want to talk.
Well, okay. I guess that could be a reason. There is a way. He usually comes out when the band is playing really well, or when someone dares to play something other than jazz. Then he'll definitely notice. But we only play jazz anyway, so that's out of the question.
Well, shit.
Actually, I can play guitar.
Really?
Why are you surprised? I am a ghost of many artistic talents.
I'm not. Always knew you were talented.
I used to play the lute when I was younger. And of course, I have a perfect ear for music, which is not surprising at all. So, how about we play together?
That's not the worst idea ever. There's a guitar in the closet. Go get it so we can practice a bit.
This will be perfect for you.
Oh, I agree. She's quite a beauty. Hey, Vincent.
What is it?
Do you have a plan? Or am I supposed to improvise?
Don't worry. I just want to impress him, so play as well as you can.
Oh, okay. I think I can do that.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Aw, will you cheer for me? How about throwing flowers on the stage?
Shut up, Nick.
Fine, fine.
Mr. Lewis will see you now.
Why do cats love these so much? Someone's popular, huh?
You can't even imagine.
Someone's popular, huh?
You can't even imagine.
Why does he look so cool?
I think it's the hat.
Well, then I need a hat. Sorry, what? I didn't quite catch that. Nope, still don't get it.
I completely forgot to tell you.
As usual.
Hey, don't act like I'm not helping you at all. Anyways, Louis doesn't speak like normal people.
I figured that much, thank you.
Will you let me finish? To understand what he's saying, you need to listen to his voice as if it was actual music.
Okay, I'll try. I'm even more surprised than you are.
That's right. Now, ball. Now that you bought in the that's there, you're about to that's there. By the way, having the Bible to be sounding about Louis, the major Bible to see the Bible music and other Sunday weather. By the way, I'm many drivers just like
My name is Vincent. I'm not a local landmark of any kind, but still.
Hi, miles of those out to silver miles of both. What have to do with men the mountain, Vincent? Anyway, what can I do with you? Ready the mountain anymore, Vincent?
There's something I need to take from you.
Huh? I'm just rather children or something. I don't you crazy company.
No, it's not about your company.
You sure?
Pretty sure, yeah.
What is name?
I need a piece of the spell that summons Beatrice.
Oh, how do you know I am? Well, I did not get it, but you just never knows it right you are.
Guilty as charged.
Well, that don't matter now. Yeah, but I was not telling you, and that's a problem.
I knew you were going to say that.
That means you're right.
Fine, what do you need me to do? Stitch up your favorite shirt? Cure a dying puppy? What is it?
Ha! Nothing happened, man, says. I'm up to this September day the most. Never the woman in the world. Her name is Fia.
A date?
With Fida?
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
No, not at all.
Anyway, I want to ask you if you go out on a date with me.
Sure, I'll do it.
Now that I think of it, you are a pretty good match.
Thank you! Oh, I love it. I was just well, by the mountain man.
You seem to be quite popular with the ladies.
Oh, you think so?
And you don't?
I don't want to do this, I am.
If you were aiming for a modest response, that wasn't it.
Truly. I thought I was in Parliament. And truly, I don't want to do the time in the day at all. And I did have to listen.
Try to start by not talking about yourself all the time.
Huh? And what am I talking about in here?
I don't know. Other people? Current events? Music would be a good one, too.
Oh, kid. You're ready! To be honest, all the polished and shameless and that has nothing to do with the rhythm. I'm a true man. Can you tell?
It shows, actually.
I mean, I I'm on the river. Someday, I show you what my true barbers. Not today.
And what if the ladies don't like you as much after that?
I know it's gonna sound strange coming from me, but ladies are not really that important. Huh. Just so you know. Not caring about girls, man, you practically irretrievable in them. You can't be living, kid.
What happened between you and Beatrice?
What happened? I don't know who.
Wait, really?
Well, I mean, Beatrice is very generous. I'm ready for anything that I was bad, but a million of a broken hearted bitch. She clearly needs to work on her little team.
Farewell.
See what the babe.
Do you need anything?
Hey, do you know Louis?
Everybody knows Louis. Why do you ask?
He really wants to take you out on a date.
Oh, really? What happened? Did he get tired of all the other girls in Whateverland?
I think he just really likes you, that's all.
Or he just wants to add another name to his list of conquests.
No, he's actually in love with you.
And why should I believe you?
No reason, but it's the truth. Otherwise, he wouldn't be waiting at the entrance right now.
Wait, he's here? Oh God, how do I look?
Dashing, as always.
Right, I think I can do this. Although there is a problem.
What is it?
I can't understand a single word he says. You see, I'm completely tone deaf. My parents wanted me to become a pianist, but I disappointed them even in this.
Maybe you don't need to talk. Just stare into each other's eyes and all that.
I'm afraid that's not going to work for me, Vincent.
How about we get you an earpiece, so that Vincent can quickly translate what Louis says? Wow, I'm an actual genius.
This is actually a great idea. Let's do it.
Aren't you interested in what I think about it?
Nope.
Not really.
Alright, so here's how it goes. You have to translate what Louis says, but keep in mind that Fida is a modest woman, and Louis, let's just say he can be a bit straightforward, so you might want to filter it out a little.
You want me to lie to her?
No, I want you to help out a good guy who's never been on a proper date before.
Got it.
So, can you tell me a little about yourself?
I don't know about me. We can just get on fishing matter. You're striking beauty.
Why talk about me when we can discuss a more pressing matter? Your striking beauty.
Oh, sweet talker.
You know, I was turned by Boston gay and by your rabbit is of course, but many of the gays.
Louis says he was captivated by your eyes when he first saw you at the club.
Really? Your eyes were the first thing I noticed as well. They're so beautiful.
I think I'm not coming to every moment.
He really appreciates your love for music. It's something you two have in common.
That's very true. I love music. Such a shame I have absolutely no ear for it.
I always wanted to become what you done in this bar. Super hot in the morning, that's the place like Whateverland. Although, you have to admit my jag is not bad either.
I always wanted to compliment you on what you've done with this bar. Only a truly talented woman could have brought so much life to a grim place like Whateverland. Although you have to admit, my jazz club is not bad either.
I must admit the jazz club has its charms, but thank you for the compliment. This place means everything to me.
Man, I don't understand, man. Some torturous. I was going to take you a music. I played the bad at the homeland. It's better than what you want to teach them how to say.
He would like to teach you music theory so you two can understand each other better.
I would like that very much, actually.
Louis, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, feel good. Feel really nice, don't you? Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you. Better take this back. I'm on you and Whateverland song on the table ever.
Good luck, Louis.
I can't believe we just witnessed Louis and Fida having an actual date. How did that happen?
They're a good match, don't you think?
Now that I think of it, they actually are pretty cute together. Oh, the wonders of love. I propose a toast for the happy couple.
First, one date does not mean they're a couple. And second of all, you have a drinking problem.
You're such a bore sometimes. Fine, then let's get going.
Oh, how I bathed in lights, so blinded and unaware. Oh, many lonely nights, with no one I wanted to share. Oh, can you hear me, love? My gentle and quiet song. Oh, like a mateless dove, I've waited for far too long.
And you're back.
Why aren't you playing?
We don't have a guitarist. Francois got into one of his moods again and just left. Now Louis is pissed at us. I knew we shouldn't have let him join the band.
I saw him jump off a bridge recently. Not sure he's coming back to you.
Well, that's too bad. Anyway, we need someone to play the guitar, or else we can't go out on that stage.
The Duc de l'Omelette, huh?
Please, don't ask.
Well, now I just have to ask.
Have you ever met Eddie?
If you mean Eddie the Huge Talking Raven, then yes, I have.
So Poe here is a big fan of his poetry, like for real. Once we were hanging out in the Arabesque, and I saw actual tears in his eyes after Eddie finished reading one of his poems.
I'm not sure where this is going.
At that time, we were just thinking about the name for our band, and Poe had a brilliant idea. What if we asked that genius bird of a poet to come up with a name for us? So, he did.
It's not that bad, actually. It has, character.
That's a nice way to put it, bro. Thanks.
Are you guys close friends with Francois?
I don't think Francois even knows what a friend is supposed to be. So no, not really.
What do you mean?
We tried to be friends with him, we really did. But he never went for a drink with us at the Arabesque, never answered any questions about his life. Now that I think of it, I only know his name and that he likes to play guitar. Not much to work with, is it?
Yeah, that's pretty vague.
So we just kind of gave up on him after a while. And now he's stopped showing up to work. I wonder if he's okay.
You can always go and check on him.
Yeah, I guess we could. Funny, but I never thought about it before. Thanks, dude.
Goodbye.
Yeah, right. And you're back.
Goodbye.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's you.
Why don't you play at the jazz club anymore?
Oh, well, The answer to that is quite simple, but I'm not sure you want to hear it.
Try me. What a pathetic excuse for being a quitter.
I wasn't trying to... No. You're right. I am a quitter. But this just proves my point. They're really better off without me.
Actually, you're wrong about the band. They really miss you.
That's hard to believe. But maybe I'll drop by. I don't know.
So, how did you end up here?
I'm sorry, I'd rather not talk about it.
You say sorry a lot, don't you?
Do I? Sorry about that. Oh.
You don't have to apologize all the time.
Yeah, I know. It just became a habit at some point. I used to think that it would make people feel better around me.
That's really not how it works.
Yeah, I figured that much.
I have to go.
Okay. Oh, it's you.
I have to go.
Okay.
And you're back.
Goodbye.
Yeah, right.
Just how many of them are there? He seems very content with his life here.
What can I do for you, stranger?
I'm here for the piece of the spell that summons Beatrice.
What spell? I know nothing about no spell, but I can give you some rabbit food instead.
If your rabbit food can lure out witches, then sure, I'll take it.
You never know what they put in these boxes. Wait, I think I remember now. Yeah, I definitely had it. You know, I'd just hand the piece to you right now, but I already gave it away.
What? Why?
Please don't scream at me. I hate loud noises, and you're scaring the rabbits. Anyway, I used that spell as a cushion for Bridget before the lovely cat lady offered me an old cushion from one of her cats. Obviously, I needed to give her something in return, so I just got rid of that useless scrap of paper.
This is brilliant. Where can I find her?
She lives very close to the library. The name's Claudia.
Thanks for the help, and sorry I screamed at you.
That's all I have to offer.
I want to challenge you to a Bell and Bones match.
All right, let's see what you got.
You're full of surprises. Now I need to up my game and get a rematch.